Good afternoon, guys. How's everyone doing? Let me just alter this selfie stick. Get it in a position where I'm comfortable because I'm sitting in my truck, guys, out the front because it's so nice out. Me and the missus have got tables and chairs, and Luca and the dogs were all out the front. It's pretty cool today. Welcome to my channel, guys. Joey Barnett TV. I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. I hope you're all in the best of health, the best of wealth, and I hope you're being the best version of yourself you could possibly be. Welcome to my channel, guys. All new subscribers are welcome, and of course those that have been there with me since day one of my journey. A big massive shout out to you guys, and thank you so much for your positive comments and your positive feedback, which is what inspires me and which is what makes me push more content out. So without your comments and your positive feedback, I wouldn't be uploading content. I really wouldn't. And you know, this is why I like uploading content, to inspire other people, and that's what I'm good at. You know, they do say that it's the best thing to do in life is stick to what you're good at, and I'm good at inspiring others, so I'm being told, and I feel very humble for that too, guys. I really do. So I really do appreciate your comments, guys. Anyway, not going to bang on too much about that. What this video is going to be about is the miscarriage of justice part 2 of my co-defendant's cousin, Irvin. I'm not going to mention his surname, but he's from Birmingham. He's a Brummie, and basically he got convicted of a crime which is despicable, rape, and got a very big sentence on it. Go back on yesterday's video and you'll see that he got done with hot fat and sugar and got blinded in one eye and had to have ample skin graft. You had to go back to the hospital ample times to get skin graft, and yeah, horrific injuries. You know, sometimes in jail, yeah, screws or prison officers, if they fall out with an inmate, they have a bit of a problem with an inmate and they can't get the better of that inmate physically, or they can't, you know, bully the inmate like they like to do. They're control freaks. What they do is they have been known to spread false rumours about an inmate. I've actually done a video on that topic back on my channel. If you go back, you'll see it. Someone got done up really bad in Belmarsh, and you know, the screws put it about on the landing that he was a rapist. And after he got done, it wasn't until after he got severely served up, he got really badly plunged up to a fraction of losing his life, to be totally honest with you, and got taken to outside hospital, come back in, but he was out for a few days. Yeah, all on this screw's information, spreading crap on the wings, saying that this geezer was in for being a rapist, and he wasn't. He was in for fraud and deception, massive tax fraud, and I'm not too sure about what type of fraud he was in for, so don't quote me on that. But what I can say is he was in for fraud, and he was on remand. So he would have probably got a couple of years, 3 or 4 years, you know. Look at Lester Pickett back in the day. Tax evasion, he went to prison, ended up in fraud. Do you remember that, guys? So, yeah, after this guy got severely served up to a fraction of his losing his life, he actually come back on the landings and started putting his statements about his debts, you know. Started showing a few people, top people at the top of the pecking order, on House Block 4, which were category A's. He started showing us his paperwork, and it wasn't until we see his paperwork my jaw actually dropped. I could not believe what I was reading, that he was in for fraud, and he had all of his previous convictions too, on a printout. So yeah, he was definitely not in for that. That's another miscarriage of justice. But yeah, it does happen in prison. You can never ever go on the word of a screw. But saying that, you know, I went on the word of a screw, but the information which he gave me was vouched for, and that was Venables. I knew it was him when I looked in his eyes. You know, them dark piercing eyes and dark hair. You just couldn't change that. He could change his name by default, and he did actually change his name. He come in on a different name. But yeah, so on that case, I did go on what the screw was telling me who he was, and that's because of obviously I knew who he was when I see him. So you know, saying you can't trust screws, it depends. You know, you just got to have a bit of savvy around you and not go, you know, go on impact. You know, not work on impact, not work on. What I'm saying is you need to know every single bit about that person before you act. There's another, you know, a few bits and pieces, podcast wars. I'm not going to mention anyone's names, but you know what it's come to nowadays, calling each other them names. You couldn't get away with calling someone that name. I'm not even going to mention it. A few years ago, and you know, if you did call someone that name, and that person wasn't what you was calling him, you would have got one down the face. That's how it was back, and it probably still is today. So I'm going to have a little chat with you now. Now we're 6 minutes in about Irving. Irving was a mechanic, a motor mechanic, and just before he got arrested and got that big sentence, for, wrongly convicted, he was working in a garage. Now when he landed, he'd done quite a few years. He was definitely in the double figures. He obviously had all his family waiting for him outside, and his cousin owned a garage in Birmingham. So when Irving landed, he got a job straight away in the garage, and went into partnership with his cousin. So yeah, he's doing really, really well. He does message me, and we do talk from time to time, and it's lovely hearing from him. It really is he really is one of your own. He's doing really well. For those that are asking, because there was quite a few comments saying how is he doing today. He's doing really well. Obviously, you know, he's now in his late 50s, so yeah, he's settled down. His kids have grown up. He's still with his missus. As I say, he's working. He's a settled man, and he's, you know, we talk on a regular basis, guys. So I hope you enjoy my content, guys. I hope you have all having a good weekend, and I might be back at you in a little bit, guys. But yeah, have a good weekend, everyone, man. Peace.